Yes, now we are going to read about the Ahoms, and I'll just give you one information. What to say? Let's just check out. I will give you some information of. Now, present day, if we talk about Gonds, they are the Gondi people. They are now parts of Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, and Odisha. The tribals, the tribe, the Gond tribe, which we can check out. If you say in which present day states would you find Gonds today? Parts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, all divided. Gonds, mostly Gonds, however, speak the broader language of a Hindi or some language they speak which we don't know. It's the tribal language. Uh, they are spread over states of many states like Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Bihar, Odisha. They are listed as a scheduled tribe for the purpose of the system of positive discrimination. Okay, scheduled tribes are officially designated group from India, from the British rule in the Indian government. System of positive discrimination reserved in India is a system affirmative action to provide representation for historical and currently disadvantaged groups of the Indian society. Article 15 and 16 of the Constitution. Okay, so they are also known as the Rajgond. Very tough people, the Gond Rajas. Is the Gondi language is roundabout very closely to Telugu in Andhra Pradesh. And um, Gonds had their own local terms for the sun, moon, Milky Way, and the constellation. Most of these ideas are based off the timekeeping and calendrical activities. So this is all about them, about the Gonds. Like now we'll go to the Ahoms. What were the Ahoms like? The Ahoms were a tribal community who established a kingdom in the region of the present day Assam. The name Assam is probably derived from the word Ahom. Original homeland of the Ahoms may have been China. From there they migrated to Burma, now Myanmar. In the 13th century they came to Assam, which was earlier known as Kamarupa or Kamrup Kamekha, which we say. Kamarupa. There they clashed with the local tribes such as the Kacharis, Khasis and the Nagas. They finally settled in the northeastern Assam and set up a whole stable government. The first Ahom king was probably Sukapa, the ruler for 40 years from 1228 to 1268. The Ahoms expanded the territories by defeating the local rulers. They also fought against the Mughals. Aurangzeb managed to conquer Gargaon, the Ahom capital, but was unable to keep it under his control for long. In theory, however, the Ahoms ruled as vassals of the Mughals. They were a part of them. During the reign of Aurangzeb, when the governor of Bengal visited the Ahom capital at Gargaon, one of his scribes recorded a detailed description of the city and the people Here is an extract of his account. The Raja's audience hall stands on 66 pillars, each of them 2 meters round. My pen fails to describe in detail the other parts and rare inventions employed in decorating the woodwork of this palace. The sides of this palace have been partitioned into wooden lattices of various designs and adorned with both inside and outside with mirror of brass, polished so finely that when the sun beams fall on them, the eye dazzles like by the flashing back of the light. You cannot look into his castle. That is all about Gargaon. The Ahoms had a tribal setup. The village community was very powerful. It allotted land to peasants based on their needs. The peasant cultivated food crops, particularly rice, on their land. Peasants and others also had to serve in the army during war. People lived in houses made of bamboo, which was available locally. Tribal gods were worshipped. In the 18th century, some Ahoms adopted Hinduism as their religion. However, worship of tribal gods continued, which is called Pagan. Rudra Singh was the most powerful Ahom ruler. He ruled from 1696 to 1714. He and the later rulers compiled the Buranjis or Ahom historical works. In the 19th century, Assam became a part of British India. The Ahoms still live as a small tribal group in Assam. Okay? Read this thoroughly and do this for homework. And I will see you in the next class. History is all about reading and doing it. Children, you have to study hard. No other way I can help you out. You have to read extensively, understand. If you don't understand, then you ask me. Tell Chauhan sir to make a group, give me some information, write information on YouTube. Select the channel, subscribe the channel, do something instead of sitting at home quietly. Then we'll do 75 religious and beliefs. Religious beliefs. What was the religious beliefs that people were following during that era? Okay. Teachings of Guru Nanak, Sant Kabir, death of Kabir, Kabir Doha, Sufi tradition. All this is going to be a nice chapter. Very nice. It won't be bad. So we'll do this. Okay. Then the flowering of regional cultures. How the cultures we start following. Nice book. Very nice book. I like it. Anyways. So see you in the next class. Respect your parents. Follow the Ashoka's Dhamma. Give respect to everybody. And take care of yourselves. And be safe. And hope to see you soon, guys. Best of luck. God bless. Take care.